All right, food lamp here, and we're at the Cougar winery, and we're going to see, what are we about to see here?
We're about to see some production of the bottling of our sparkling wine.
Production of the bottling of the sparkling wine here. And what's your name, sir?
Joe.
I won't film you, Joe. I'll just get your name.
No problem.
All right, Joe's going to show us the production of the bottling of the sparkling wine. Thank you so much, Joe. We're here in Temecula.
So what we have here, folks, is when we're going with white wine.
Bottling, you want to make a close up on it?
She's my best
This is what we're bottling here?
Yes.
The Cougar Bubbly Blush.
Yes, and it's very good.
It's like a champagne, obviously.
Yes.
It's delicious. We tasted it. It was excellent.
Good.
Highly recommend it.
So what we're doing, folks, is with the bottling line, when it is carbonated, we have to keep it carbonated. So our bottling line is a little bit different if we were to do still wines. So what we have right here is the sparkling tank is the big one right there in the middle with it looks completely different than our other tanks. That holds about 600 gallons of still wine. What we do is it has an attachment for a CO2, which gives us the carbonation as well as the bubbles, the same thing. It's a little inlet valve that over time, which is anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks, we give it a little boost or a little blast of CO2 to get those bubbles nice and tight and small. We don't want it to be as big as soda, so it takes anywhere, like I mentioned, from 2 to 3 weeks to do that. This machine right here is called our filler. It only does about 4 bottles at a time, so we do a case every 10 to 15 minutes. So when we bottle our sparkling wine, the normal employees, trust me, it takes too long, so we sit up in the front. These are our wonderful volunteers who are wine club members. Once the bottling line is done, everything is kept at a pressurized anywhere from about 20 to 25 psi. Once it's filled up into the bottle, and I'm sorry that we can't go past it, we don't have any safety features on it.
That's okay, it's very good.
It fills it up. Then it goes into the machine right next to it, which gives us the pour.
So you do 4 bottles every...
We do about a case every 15 minutes.
They do a case every 50 minutes of the champagne.
Because it's all hand bottled.
Now when champagne is bottled, it's ready to drink. You don't have to age it or anything, is that correct? Now some wines they do age.
Yeah, that's if anything is naturally fermented in the bottle. Like the method of champagne.
Right.
Wines coming from that region in France
Right.
have to be riddled, so they're turned a quarter turn, so that the natural fermentation. For this, more like the Prosecco style.
Right.
So our PSI doesn't reach anywhere more than 23 to 25 PSI.
So the champagne method A's, whatever, they do age those?
Yes, sir.
But is it still ready to drink though?
Not really, because it's actually fermenting still in the bottle, so you gotta wait till that fermentation process is finished, which can be anywhere from a year to 3 years.
So by the time you get it in the store though, champagne's ready to go. There's no need to age it after that. That's what I heard before. Okay.
So then you have your corker as well as your cager right next to it, and then it's simple. It goes directly back into the box of what we've had. Now, just real quick of how white wine is made. We're going to harvest it from the months of August and September. We put it in this machine right here, which is called the crusher de-stem. This is what separates the stems from the actual berries. The stems fall out of the right side of the machine, while the berries fall into the crusher. The crusher simply breaks open the berry so that it's now transformed into the must. The must is grape skin, grape seed, the pulp, and the juice all combined together. Now, once that white wine is changed into that must, when it is must, it gets caught into the pump and goes directly into the bladder press. Now, the bladder press right there, inside of that cylinder, there is a leather balloon or a big membrane that inflates to about 1,200 pounds per square inch, presses all of the must and the solids up against the slit, and extracts all of the juice. Now, we don't want to press it too hard because all color from wine is from the skins. If we were to press it really, really hard, you get a nasty urine or a deep yellow tint and too much tannins to where that the wine wouldn't be as refreshing. So a nice gentle press is what we're going to give for all of our white grapes, like Pinot Grigio, Malvasia Bianca, as well as the Vermentino.